Let's sit to the VO. We'll get started.
You're good, Grace.
I'm good. I was also, checking too. But hi, welcome to the first tribal council of Distortion Survivor All Stars, and the Sunset Boulevard tribe has the honor of attending the first tribal council of All Stars. So I'm gonna go to in order of my screen. I always do that. So Nick, you guys have finally made it to All Stars. How are you feeling?
Um, we lost the first challenge, so how do you think I'm feeling? Um, it's never fun to be here, but it is fun to be on All Stars, so it's mixed emotions, I guess I would say. I'm coloring, sorry if I'm seem distracted.
You're fine. Well, speaking of first challenge, Wesley. So you guys got to participate in a known distortion comp throughout several of our seasons, Letters of the Past, and you guys lost in a blowout score of 11-2. What happened?
Well, I think the question is, what fucking voodoo magic did the other tribe do here? Like, there must have been some technique, maybe some programming trip, maybe like an absurd stroke of luck that gave them the win. I'm not 100% positive. I'm not like mad at them, fair game. But I just think, but like, I just hope moving forward, there's like a challenge that's more in our wheelhouse next time. That's all we have to kind of hope for. Keep the tribe strong. Just do whatever we can.
Alrighty, so moving on to Cam next on my screen. So this is not just like any season of distortion. This is not only just an all-star season, but every single person on this cast are returnees. How do you navigate through that knowing you are here with all these people who have played this series before and have made their mark?
Uh, well, last season I played was a returnee season, so I feel like I kind of have like that little bit of experience there, but like I just like treat it like a normal season. Of course, there's going to be higher stakes because like there's people that have proven that they are all stars, that they deserve to be here because like that's a title that you should not take lightly. So like it's one of those games where people are going to play hard. Like it just depends on how hard and how fast.
Okay, well, I'm gonna jump a little bit over. Jason, you first played our series back in May, June 2022, and you are here sitting in August 2024 on All Stars. I wanted to ask how you were feeling after that long amount of time away from our series.
Yeah, I was here on day one, right? Like on day one of Distortion, and to be here for All Stars is really kind of surreal because so much has transpired and changed, and Distortion has grown, and it's been fun to watch it from the sidelines, but it's totally different now. Like to be like sitting here on All Stars with people that made their mark, like you said, over the last multiple seasons, and know that there's been so much history, so many, whether it's season one, right? Purple parrots, green monkeys, red jaguars, Legends of the Hidden Temple, all the way through Thrilltopia and all of the seasons that y'all have done, like Andromeda, like so. It's definitely surreal to be sitting here. Like, I mean, we've like you said, we've all made our mark. We're all here to play, and like it sucks that we lost that first challenge. I mean, 11-2 sucks. Um, But I mean, Wesley said, hopefully the next challenge is more in our wheelhouse where we can, come through with the W and be safe on the next flip. So.
Okay, so a lot of my questions, just a heads up, it's gonna be how y'all feeling because this is I feel like everybody's reunited, and I feel that's definitely something that's important here. So I'm gonna go to Al. So I kind of jumped back all the way back in 2022 to season one, but you just played our series about, if I'm trying to math right, about 3 months ago.
No idea. Sure.
It was around 2-3 months ago, and you are here on this cast. How are you feeling being a newer distortion player?
Well, I mean, I'm new to orgs in general. So I don't know. I'm just here to have fun. I am kind of intimidated by unknown prior relationships. Um, but I think everybody is, because you can know about previous relationships in distortion, but that doesn't mean that you necessarily know every relationship everybody has, from however many because like nobody can keep track of every single org, right? Nobody can keep track of everything that everybody's doing at all times. And so this is what I'm telling myself, to not be paranoid, like to like not feel like I'm at the bottom of the list in terms of like knowledge base, because I might not know everybody, but like there are plenty of people who don't know anybody, but like don't know necessarily all the relationships. So I'm just trying to play my game in a way that doesn't suck, which is really my main goal, to just not suck. We'll see if that's successful. Unclear, but oh boy, am I gonna try. Did I answer? I don't feel like I did, but we're gonna finish there.
Any answer is a good answer, as they say.
That is not correct, but
well, that's what I'll believe in. Anyways, I'm gonna go to Alex next. So Al brought up a few times about past connections and unknown connections and people being linked up together. And as somebody who has played kind of like Cam, who has played already an all returnee season, how do you feel those connections are going to come in play for an all-star season?
I feel like because it's an all-star season, there's going to be, at the very least, a small group of people that are going to find different reasons to target people, and one of those reasons could be those like past connections, like I played on 2 seasons before, so someone could be like, oh, Alex played a game with this person before, and that automatically means they're close, which like obviously that doesn't automatically mean anything, but it is something that someone could just gravitate to as far as a reason to vote somebody out.
Alrighty, so I'm going to move on to Morgan. So on night 0, we announced that there was a little twist per se that was in this game, and that is there are going to be no idols or advantages in this season, and every single person in the game had to hold their hand out and received a shot in the dark. Knowing that the only things out there is that shot in the dark and there's no chance of an idol or an advantage, how does that affect things? How does that affect things in this game, do you feel?
I mean, for me, I'm just like thinking back to when I was idled out on my season, and I'm like, oh my God, yes, like that's not gonna happen this time. But then it's like, oh, if I get shot in the dark, then I can just add, oh, that was my experience, and that would be really crazy if that happened. That's all I think about. I don't think about how it affects really, because like if it happens, it happens. I don't know.
Alrighty, so who's next on my screen? I'm gonna go to Trevor. So now that all of you are fully here and have had time to get situated into your tribes, what do you feel is the most important thing when thinking about which returnee do I vote out first?
Yeah, I mean, it's always hard losing first because you don't get that initial 48 hours. It doesn't sound like a lot, but in the first few days, it's a big deal of talking about things that aren't the game. And you're put in a spot where you have to talk game to people so early on. Um, so you aren't able to make as quick as connections as like we're gonna have a tougher time making connections. The other tribe is how I'm seeing it. So I think it is just gonna be like, how well have you vied with people so far? Who do you see like on this tribe going forward? Um, I think it's gonna be more personal than like a standard like, oh, this person was bad at the challenge, so they should go home. Like we all have our agreement of that. I think it's gonna be very like person by person. So we'll just see what happens tonight.
All right, and Esteban Trevor brings up something. He feels that this is going to be more of a personal based on just conversations versus gameplay or challenge performance. Do you agree with that?
There's a lot of factors that you need to consider, especially on a day first, tribal, and I could say that I could believe Trevor, but at this moment I really don't know what's gonna happen. I just want to say good morning, hello, and I might probably going back to sleep after this. But that's a very good factor that what was Trevor saying, personal connections. But then there are also things that you consider, just like what other people are saying. There might be an underlying, factors that people are thinking. For you, who to believe in, just go with your instinct, I guess. But yeah, hey, this is All Star.
Alrighty. And so we're gonna get to the normal joint questions. First of all, I always ask this, every single person has heard this come out of my mouth. If you think you are the one going home and going to be the first person out of this game, raise your hand. All right, we got a lot of hand raising. Okay. And so y'all are probably wondering, maybe before the season started, maybe before coming to tribal council, what kind of question is production going to come up? What kind of fun time question is production going to come up with this season? In the past, we've made it a few of them very specific and a few of them very out and just very broad. Luckily for you guys, we chose to be nice. So, the question this season is, if you were to compare this round to a movie or a blockbuster film, whatever you want to call it, what would it be and why?
12 Angry Men.
Make
Well,
that
Because it's just 10 people arguing about dumb shit. Like, that doesn't really matter what's the challenge. I haven't seen 12 Angry Men, I just know it's 12 men arguing about jury case. I have not don't know much than that, but just like the idea of a bottle situation where you're just arguing about a challenge most of the time and going nowhere is kind of the theme I'm going with. I think we were just guessing about.
I think we were just angrier at the challenge, not like each other. I don't
I
think
would
there was
say
any animosity
I
toward each other.
totally agree.
I'm gonna say Inception because at the end of the day, I have no idea what happened.
I was gonna say the imitation game, but we actually don't solve the code.
Oh, yeah, we don't win
Um,
that war.
So
Yeah,
in
we
this
need-
in this scenario, the Germans win World War II.
This
Wait, are
one
you
might-
calling the other tribe the German?
No,
This-
you are.
No, they're just better at solving Enigma.
This one might be rough for Prod, but I was gonna say Mockingjay Part 2 because we're gonna have an uprising on the Capitol after this.
You're asking
vote.
for it. And shout out to the Schrodinger tribe in Timeline of Terror who wanted to storm the Capitol.
I don't remember this. Was this a tribal I didn't attend?
No, it was the Democrats. Those
Those damn Democrats.
the Democrats are gone.
Democrats, excuse me.
All right. Well,
All
speaking
right.
of, sorry, I was gonna say, speaking of production,
Hello. I have my normal voice. So this is how it's gonna work. Obviously, the season is a little different since everyone has a shot in the dark. The way that this is gonna work is simple. You're still gonna pre-vote in your prod chat, but you're also going to specify if you are or are not playing your shot in the dark. If you do not specify, we're assuming you're not, but please specify just for our records. So at this moment, does anyone have anything they'd like to say? Now would be the last time to say it before the vote. All right. Now it is time to go in your prod chats, either submit your vote, change your vote, confirm your vote, and let us know if you are or are not playing your shot in the dark. I'll be back with the votes. Oh, and we're live in the VL, so make any shout outs you want.
Hello, VL.
I figured you all know this, but just a reminder to all you friends, don't vote in the tribe chat.
I'd like to give a shout out to Heather.
Mom.
And Nick's not even looking.
I am. Mom.
I am.
I love her so much. I'd like to shout out God, but also Jesus.
I think it's blasphemous.
Oh my God. You referenced my reference.
Wait, did I?
Justin fucking Bieber.
But also, I think that the literal
yes.
Never. Whatever.
To be fair, I think that the Christian heresy thing to say
I'd like to thank not only God, but also Jesus.
But also Jesus. Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
That's a Christian.
Justin
that's
Bieber
like,
said
that's-
that at the VMAs in 2011. And I think about it on a daily basis.
That's anytime I shout out, I always say I'd like to shout out God, but also Jesus.
What's funny is I think historically there were a lot of Christian heresies that were about the idea of God and Jesus being different people, but like Jesus still being a part of God, or whatever. Like different ways to interpret that were considered heretical.
Yeah, I went to Catholic school for 13 years. I
actually found the Simpsons joke about that, like when Bart and Lisa go to hell and the reason Trio of Horse be kind of funny, and that they met a kid who's on a chalkboard who was in hell for the seed of them, which is the belief that Jesus' body was an illusion.
Stream Perfect Illusion by Lady Gaga.
Body of Christ cannot compel me. It was an illusion.
What?
What is happening?
Imagine if she said that in The Exorcist.
I mean, illusions can very much compel you. I mean, illusions can compel you to see sensory information that's not correct based on your surroundings.
I don't know what any of that means.
Illusions compel
Like
your mind to
optical
give you
illusions.
false information.
Okay. I'm still coloring. You guys want to see the picture so far?
Yeah.
So, after you left, like helping preschoolers, did you join preschool again?
Not to
Coloring
my-
is not just for children.
I'm just sorry, the joke was like too set up.
Coloring's so calming. I love it.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thumbs up if you want a cool voice.
No.
Awesome. Cool. All right. I can confirm that there were, in fact, no shots in the dark played. So in that case, there are 9 votes in the urn. I'll get to the votes.
Wait, there be 10 votes?
Or 10 votes. I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
Ignore
10.
me. There are 10 votes. I'm confirming 10 votes. Thank you.
It was a test.
First vote. Jason. Second vote. Wesley. Third vote. Jason. Fourth vote. Jason. Fifth vote. Jason. Sixth vote. Jason. Seventh vote. And the first person voted out of Distortion Survivor All Stars, Jason. Jason, this hurts. It's really funny to think about the fact that you've received more votes tonight than you did at all in season 1. If you have the time to speak if you want.
He can't unmute.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. So I just appreciate the fact that no one even had the balls today to say that it was me. So good luck to y'all. I will always be respectful of Distortion because Distortion, you all gave me my first org win. My history is I was doing challenges on a class trip in Canada, in Montreal, and still managed to maneuver my way to the end and be the first winner of Distortion and the first unanimous winner of Distortion. So I will always hold that. I will also just name this. Hey, I know I've been busy. I know work is a thing for me. I started a new position. I know nobody here can talk about the 15K bonus that I just scored. So I feel pretty good. I'm okay. I've never been a first boot. Y'all gave me that distinction too today. I will just say this. You voted out somebody who is really good at challenges. I wish you guys nothing but the best. If you guys go to tribal, again, that's up to y'all. So, but good luck to y'all. I'm going to step out. Billy, Seb, Grace, you guys know I love you guys very, very much. And I appreciate you guys, having me come back. I appreciate it.
Well, we
Jay,
appreciate you.
Hey, before
Billy,
we go, this doesn't happen. This whole entire series does not happen without you. This All-Stars game does not happen without you. So I really want you to appreciate you for coming back, especially with Discord not being your specialty. So I want to say from the bottom of our heart, you are the first winner. You did basically set this whole series for what it became into and why everyone is here in the first place. So I do want to say I do appreciate you more than you'll ever know, especially for this series.
Yeah, you are with you being our first winner and you being such a force in the first season. You were one of the people who really, and your support and everything really showed us that our series really, we have it in us to be able to go far. And you're a huge reason why we're hosting the season now. You should be we thank you for that.
All right, Jason, from first winner to first boot. Unfortunately, the tribe has spoken. You may leave the Zoom.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Seriously, kill it. I'll be rooting for people on the sidelines. Absolutely. Kill it, guys.
And with that, congratulations on making it to the second round of All Stars. You guys are officially not first boot. And your first challenge, your second challenge will be coming very soon. Please ignore my words. I can't speak today.